as we continue to focus in the month of February on Latino Heat. Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero is set for. We are set for another ECW original feature as Eddie Guerrero and Psicosis collide in the ECW One Night Stand Arena. Psicosis goes after the arm of Eddie early on. Eddie is now fighting back. Eddie is our focus as we are approaching 20 years since the day Eddie Guerrero defeated Brock Lesnar at No Way Out 2004 for the WWE Championship. Eddie with a leapfrog, jumping a European uppercut. Eddie's going up top. Psicosis tries to cut him off, but Eddie lands the Hurricane Rana off the top rope and goes for the ladder press. Quick kick out from Psicosis. Quick kick out from Psicosis. Psicosis is in the corner. Big boot from Psicosis. Psicosis is on the middle rope. Speaking of a Hurricane Rana, Psicosis takes down Eddie with a Hurricane Rana from the middle rope. Big suplex from Psicosis. Rope break though. Eddie got the rope break. Running Hurricane Rana takes down Psicosis from Eddie Guerrero as Psicosis falls to the floor, and Eddie follows it up with a tope suicida. Eddie follows it up with a tope suicida, not even giving Psicosis an opportunity to regain his composure on the floor. Is Eddie Guerrero after a tope suicida and then a Russian knee lift takes down Psicosis on the floor. Eddie has been a house of fire in this one. I think he's making Psicosis regret taking this challenge from Latino Heat. Psicosis is back up. Eddie. Springboard Hurricane Rana. Springboard Hurricane Rana. Vintage Eddie Guerrero with that one. Eddie's going after the hamstring of Psicosis. Dropkick. Dropkick takes down Psicosis. Belly to belly by Eddie. Belly to belly by Eddie Guerrero. Eddie sends Psicosis in. Psicosis again catches Eddie. Eddie's got to stop sending Psicosis into the corner. Anytime Psicosis gets sent into the corner, he sees Eddie coming and counters him. Corner dropkick from Psicosis, and now Psicosis is on the offensive. Deep arm drag from Psicosis. First ladder press of the match for the Max Superstar. And Eddie kicks out at the count of one. Psicosis now has Eddie in the corner. And again, a corner dropkick from Psicosis. Eddie with an upkick. Eddie goes for a flying man Rana. Psicosis reversed him. Eddie reverses him back. Eddie, from out of nowhere, he's going for the Three Amigos. Eddie is going for the Three Amigos on Psicosis. Three Amigos from Eddie Guerrero on Psicosis. Psicosis moves out of the way. Eddie went for the frog splash, but Psicosis moved out of the way. I think Eddie took a little too much time there to go up and wait. It should have been fluid. It should have been right after the Three Amigos. Right after the Three Amigos, he should have went for the ladder press. Eddie kicked out of the gourd buster though. Psicosis is now going up. You know what he's going up for. Psicosis is looking for the leg drop. Psicosis lands the leg drop. Could this be it? Could Psicosis land an upset? No. Eddie kicked out. Eddie kicked out. Psicosis is now letting some frustration, now letting some aggression get the better of him. You gotta be aggressive when you're in the ring with Eddie Guerrero. You gotta show some aggression when you're in the ring with Latino Heat. Spinning heel kick off the top rope. Unique bit of offense there from Psicosis. As now Eddie's trying to get himself back in this matchup. Eddie with a running Hurricane Rana. Straight right hand from Guerrero. Simple but effective. A back rake running your nails right across the back of your opponent can't feel good. I mean, even if it's not their bareback, it still can't feel good. Eddie went for a fisherman suplex, almost got a 3. Big splash off the top rope. Big splash off the top rope from Eddie. Eddie's going after the hamstring of Psicosis again. Picking apart the leg. Picking apart the lower leg. Eddie with an eye poke. Shades of Roddy Piper there with that eye poke from Latino Heat as Eddie sends Psicosis to the outside. Eddie sends Psicosis to the outside. Psicosis is back up. Eddie with a vaulting body press to the floor, surprising Psicosis on the outside. I think Psicosis was waiting for Eddie. Was gonna ran to the ring and not expecting Eddie to go outside after him. One too many times, Eddie went for that belly-to-belly suplex, as Psicosis is now on the offensive, getting the better of Eddie Guerrero. Psicosis took his time getting back in the ring, but was still able to stay on the offensive, hyperextending the leg, and then dropping a leg drop on Eddie Guerrero. Hyperextending the knee of Eddie, I should say. European uppercut, and then back to the eye poke from Eddie. DDT drops Psicosis. Excuse me. I got the hiccups. Up goes Psicosis, and down with a brainbuster from Eddie Guerrero. Up and down goes Psicosis with a brainbuster from Eddie. Eddie's now looking for it. His second time gonna be the charm. Eddie lands the frog splash. Eddie lands the frog splash. Slight hesitation may have cost him, and in my opinion, slight hesitation. He should have went for the cover. I'll take it back. I don't think it was a mistake from Eddie earlier when Psicosis moved out of the way. I think it was instinct from Psicosis that knew what was coming next from Eddie Guerrero. Scouting pays off, and that's what allowed Psicosis to stay in the match earlier. But the fact of the matter is, a slight hesitation from Eddie Guerrero cost him in the long run, because he should have went for the ladder press right after landing the move, not get up and then go for the cover. It ended up costing him because it gave Psicosis an opportunity to recover, but a big powerbomb on the floor, that doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good for Psicosis, as Eddie is back on the offensive, and I think it's only a matter of time before Latino Heat puts Psicosis down for the 1-2-3. Big high elevation dropkick from Eddie Guerrero. Big high elevation dropkick from Eddie. Eddie sends Psicosis into the corner, and again, third time. For the third time, Psicosis reverses Eddie. I said it before and I'll say it again. Eddie needs to stop sending Psicosis into the corner, because every time he does, Psicosis makes him regret it. Big suplex from Psicosis. Psicosis is again attacking the arm of Eddie Guerrero. Again, Psicosis is focusing on the arm of Eddie. If Eddie's not careful, I don't know if it's the fact that he may have taken Psicosis a little too lightly. Wait a second, Psicosis. Psicosis gets rolled up. The referee's out of position, though. But Eddie had enough leverage. And he steals the 1-2-3 from Psicosis. Eddie steals the 1-2-3 from Psicosis. Eddie gets the 1-2-3 on Psicosis. What a matchup between two ECW originals, between Eddie Guerrero and Psicosis. Eddie gets the 1-2-3 and gets the last laugh on his former rival. With that being said, that is it from me. As Eddie Guerrero month continues, who would you like to see Latino Heat step in the ring with in the month of February? With that being said, that is it from me, and I will see you in the next one.